Good morning and welcome back to the channel. We are entering part 3 of the videos, I guess. My plan for this morning, nothing mad because it is cold, wet Sunday morning here. But to make sure that I've got clearance for everything and everything's in the right place, before I wrap up the loom, I'm going to refit the manifolds. Whilst it's been off, I've give it a clean. I had a couple of pinholes in it, so I've pigeon crapped some weld back on there, giving it a coat of Genelite VHT paint, and what we're going to do is we're actually just going to bang it back in the hole, hopefully bolt it all up, and yeah, then we'll make sure that all the wiring and everything is clear of any heat source or interference, and then I can finish that up. But yeah, so for me now, I'm just going to slap the manifolds back on. I've got a couple of bolts on the bottom here that I've made some extra clearance for because they're a bit tight. I'm actually going to fit some 12mm M8 bolts nuts on there. But yeah, I'm going to swing that in place now and crack on, I guess. It's like I live by the seaside or something. I don't. That's the top run done. Gonna head underneath, do the bottom two, hopefully reach up and get them done, and I can reconnect the exhaust, and yeah, then we can carry on looming it. Right, another bit we need to make up, and it's going to be a simple one, is a coil pack bracket for this, for coil pack. Look at that, a perfect piece. What I'm going to do is I'm just basically going to make a very simple bracket for this. Probably just fold it back on itself. I decide whether I want to mount it upside down or not. I'll have a look under the car. Got some aluminium. We got the bracket. We're going to quickly knock it up. Got an angle grinder. Let's make something happen. Right, so there we have it, coil pack bracket mounted and made. Coil pack wiring goes to it neatly, just need to get 4, I'm assuming Z-Tech specific ones. I've got the old ones actually, they might work, but not sure they're actually long enough. Might order new. Yeah, they don't fit properly anyway. But yeah, I might go to a scrapyard or just measure up and order some new ones. It's not straight, but then where I'm mounting it isn't straight. Shouldn't be that fussy. It's in and it works. Need to do the map sensor, bolt that down as well, which should go somewhere around here. I've got a manifold takeoff on the bottom and I've got one on the carb at the top. Not sure which one I need to use yet. I'll probably have to try both, but I'll yeah, run a short bit of vac pipe to here. It's just one more thing done. Still waiting on the pins. Once they turn up, we'll actually be ready to try a lot of it. I need to double check that the car's at TDC with the wheel pointing the right way. And what else? There's lots of little bits and bobs to do. But yeah, definitely going in the right direction. So we're connected to the ECU. What I'm trying to do now is just check that our output's going to work fine. So what I need to do is check them to ground really. I'm going to try the fuel pump. Oh, look at that. So that seems to be working nicely. Okay, that's good. And then if I check this other one, what I'm actually looking for is 12 volt out from it. This is the spare that I've left hanging ready for the rad fan. And I'm testing that in the same way. You can hear it clicking on and off the relay, and I can see the voltage jump and drop. So, primary fan. I'd say we're good to carry on and start testing other bits out. So I need to wire in the crank sensor, so that's the next job. Fuel pump works, rad fan output works, trigger sensor's the next thing, and then ideally we'll start cranking it and make sure that the car's picking up everything. Right, little side quest. I'm pretty pikey when it comes to buying bits, but this has some logic to it. I need some HD leads for the Renault 8. I've got the measurements of what I want. I know that it's a like Ford generic coil pack, but nowhere online seems to list them individually or by length. So what I'm going to have to do is run round Harry Buckland's with my tape measure and hopefully find something that I need that could be used, and then I'll buy them from here really. At least I'll then know where to get them from. Hopefully I'll get a set of 4 from one vehicle, but I think I'm probably going to have 2 from one vehicle, 2 from another because of the length of them. But yeah, we'll see how we get on. Come for a wander around with me. Ford, but diesel. It's not Escort back here. HT leads on that though look like they've been chewed by a rat. Not sure they're the right one. This might have something. How'd you do the bonnet on one of these? Hey. Okay, so this is a Focus 1.6, no, sorry, Galaxy 1.6. All right, let's measure those. Find somewhere to plonk down. Ooh, stinks like piss in here, mind. At least I can come back to this and get that. Let's see if we can find another set and just get the long ones out. That's the coil pack from it, identical to the one I've got, but I've got the oval plug on it. Diesel, maybe. Ooh, another Ford. This place used to be my favourite place to go when I started driving, which was about, when I started driving, which is probably about 23 years ago, and it was the place to go to keep your car on the road, cheap as chips. Popping out here on a lunch break to get the bits to keep your car going just so you go to work the next day. It's all fun. Pretty sure once I had an engine out of a 1.1 Renault 5 from here back when I was first driving my first car to replace the one that blew up. And I've been coming here for years, and this has been here forever and a day, so great place if you want to come hunting. There we go. Offset HT leads. Short ones, keep the long ones. Quite likely too long, but I'd rather have them too long than too short. Let's have a wander around, see what else I got. Renault McGann. Really late energy engine. That'd have been cool. Could put that in the Renault 8. Shame that wasn't available when I was hunting. .9 diesel Renault Kangoo Pope edition. Yeah, this place is old school cool. One of the few places I believe you can still come along and take your own parts off. All the others in Gloucester have closed down. Is that an MGB? Some other old things back here. What are these, Morris? What's this? Is that also a Morris? This is Beetle, I can't tell. Morris as well. Don't think there's anything else I actually need. Anyway, that's us. Let's get out of the way of this fun. I've got what we came for. That should do us to get the 8 started. But yeah, super cool place. Great for odds and sods. See, when I used to come, it used to be full of old cars. And what I class as old is like 70s and 80s cars. Now, cool old Jag there. Escort. This is a Mark III Clio. It's not that old. Citroen DS3. Focus is getting on a bit. BMW 1 Series over there. Yeah, quite the spread now. Everything that I consider particularly modern is actually classed as old now. Throwaway society, I guess. Honda Jazz, Suzuki Swift, Jesus. Another old Ford Escort. We see that at the start. Mark 5, I think. Not clued up on Fords. Yeah, madness. Right, we're going to chip home and carry on with the car. Right. Welcome back. Not sure whether you can see me or hear me very well, but we've got HT leads on there. Everything is temporarily wired in. I think I'm ready to actually try running the car just on the base mat. So I guess the next thing to do is actually try it. Turn the ignition on, connect to the ECU, crank it over and make sure it's seeing what it needs to see, I guess. Okay, that's cool. Sound like the fuel pump primed. See if it does it again. Can hear it priming, can't see any leaks. I'm going to go again because the carb and everything's been off, so the float change is probably empty. Okay. So I've done nothing. It is on a base map. I'm just going to turn it over and see what happens. Not much. Get some fuel in there. Bring the idle speed up a touch. It's burning everything off. Lovely. But it started and did kind of run, so I'm happy with that. See if that helps. running and it's idling and everything's burning off. So we've got no coolant in there, so I can't run it for long at all. But that's actually running really smooth now. Slight tweak to the idle speed and mechanical screw. And that's doing well. Need to check a few things. Map doesn't seem to have changed, it's pinned. Yeah, I'll take that as a win. I'll do. Right, so yeah, that's good. That's very good. I've done nothing on the map at all other than switch on certain inputs or outputs, sorry, for the fuel pump and for the rad fan, which will be controlled by the ECU. It's got sync straight away and has ran. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. We're good to go, I think. I need to double check map sensor and make sure that that's actually reading correctly. I think I'll test that. I'll put a bit of pipe on there and see if there's any change in the values. But you can see it all steaming off where it's been damp and wet. For a first ever run on the No Diz ECU, which is a Motorsport Electronics No Diz Pro Gen X. I don't know, it's a bit of a mouthful. It's on the base map for a 36:1 trigger, and yeah, it's start up and run. Pretty happy with that. Properly happy with that, really. So I might wrap it up now, and then we'll do some fault finding and stuff. And in the next video we should be running and hopefully test driving and quite possibly get into a dyno to get it actually set up properly. But yeah, totally chuffed with that.